So, starting off into chapter 12 here, we're going to have the mine rigger ride. So, it will definitely be a challenge of a short chapter here, but in the beginning we have all of our materials over the railing that we want to collect, as well as these two boxes. We can collect them after we talk to Ellie. I just collect them before to get them out of the way.
Looks like the mechanic was dragged away before he could finish fixing this.
But this chapter has some of the better banter between Ellie and Isaac.
I'm not sorry about that.
Although I do wonder the certain conditions on the rigs,
Destroy the marker.
if the red, you would think that red would basically mean
What about you?
hospital ridden, but at the same time I guess she is missing an eye, so that would be cause for alarm.
Well, this drill's a stroke of good luck finally.
But we're gonna have to get a data board and a battery for our rig to get this thing going. Which, easy enough. This area isn't that big, so we don't have too much to worry about in between us and those things. Just some cysts. So we just clear out the minefield, basically. And then our battery will be right across the way. And this cyst somehow survived getting direct hitted, but it's gone now. And actually, fun little fact, whenever you kinesis the minds of the cyst, they will aggressively still try and get to Isaac. It is kind of funny. They make little noises and everything. But it's almost like they're still trying to struggle to kill you. Which, I mean, they are, so. But then you can just launch them away. It's like holding an angry cat, except you can use it against your enemies. Which I guess is still true of an angry cat, but much more dangerous holding those things. But we'll have some Necromorphs popping up whenever we get across the way with the tram. We just get rid of them as they come. Not a big deal. They give us plenty of warning that they're coming up the sides. So, we just get rid of them. And make sure that we grab everything from them. But, we just kinesis off the panel and then grab our data board. And then we can go back across to where everything and its mother wants to kill us. Like this puker here that we can't shoot through the panel because there is an invisible wall on the tram. So, we stasis him, and then just get rid of him. And now I pull out the force gun because I'm expecting to be a babysitter in about 30 seconds. As we go back to put in the data board, Ellie needs to turn the drill around, so we're definitely going to get away from that after we do the panel here.
I think I've got it from up here. What? I didn't hear you.
Nothing.
Meanwhile, they're smack-talking each other on who's doing the better job. It's always fun little banter between these two. But now we're definitely going to want to get away from the drill before Ellie chops us up with it.
There, there's a lift on the other side. I'll turn around, you can get on.
But in the meantime, there will be children coming our way. Which we ain't got time for that, so we're going to put them down for a nap. And there's little Timmy down, Samantha down. Here comes Jimmy from the side, he's gone. Now the neighbors wanted them to come over and have us watch them too, so we get rid of them. But after she turns the lift around, we can basically just run right to it. You'll see it go down there just a second ago, so we'll start making our way to the lift before much bigger things come along, and the other adults wonder how long their kids are going to come to sleep, so we ain't got time for that. And now we will stay near the back of this drill because we want nothing to do with the front of it. If you run into the front drill, you will die. Don't let that happen. So we stay near the back at all times. But this will be a giant use of our contact beam and force gun. Force gun's good for all the babies that'll be on the sides, and the contact beam will help everything get off of our drill. You can just use the force gun mainly for all of this. It really doesn't matter. I just had a bunch of extra contact beam that I will use. And unfortunately was grabbing for an explosive canister and it hit the front of the drill, so it did explode and hurt me a little bit. But honestly, I wouldn't even worry about the explosive canisters. They will take out the babies really quickly, but in the meantime, while you're holding them, you can't grab health packs and stuff, which I do. But anytime you hear a lurker start making noises, just pull out the force gun and start blasting away. And there you can see the absolute advantage that we have. We just took out 3 at once, 1 with each shot. So, the force gun, you might as well just keep it out at most any given times. And any time that a Necromorph comes on, you can still use the force gun to blow them away and then follow up with a contact beam shot. And here I knew that the lurkers were still left behind us, so I just used Ellie as cover in the driver's compartment. You've got a lot of back cover here, as well as front cover. It's mainly just the sides that you need to worry about. But don't reload at terrible opportunities like I do. I chose the worst time to reload whenever 2 pukers were coming up the sides. And also watch the bodies, because if you stasis them, they will stay active. And they will hit you. And they do still hurt a lot. So if you are using the contact beam on this, be mindful of puker bodies. And there I just ran out of his range because I knew I was reloading again like an idiot. So I got away from where it would possibly hurt me. But here, pull out the force gun, baby's down. And even still, I was aiming nowhere near that baby and it still stopped him from firing at me. So that's just another win for the force gun. Basically, the force gun is just the I don't need to aim gun, which will absolutely help you in this situation. And it will stop lurkers from firing if they have their tentacles extended and ready to fire. So, if you see one, or even don't see one, if you just fire like a madman with a ton of force ammo, this part is a non-issue. But there I was trying to get the health pack that the lurker dropped, but it decided that I needed head. So, it gave it to me twice. But other than that, the drill ride is pretty much over with. This chapter is incredibly short, it's just really tense in a very short manner. But we're going to be arriving at the pillars in the next 10 to 15 seconds. After that, chapter 12 is done, and then we'll be on into chapter 13, where we enter into EarthGov. And that'll be a bit longer of a chapter with a lot more shit being thrown at us, so other than that, let me know what you guys think, and have a good one.
Whoa, stop!
Looks like we reached the foundation pylons of the government sector.
So how do we get in there?
Straight ahead. We do have a giant drill.
You know I'm riding on top of this thing, right? Ellie!